Hey everyone. So I'd love to talk about how comfortable this Christmas-esque jumper is, but instead, what I'd like to do today is talk about Call of Duty Warzone. Specifically, I'd like to talk about the Battle Royale casual mode because I think this game mode is amazing. My friends do too, and if you look online, you'll see a lot of other people are enjoying it as well. I think this is a fantastic game mode. So, just for some context, I play Call of Duty a lot. It's probably what dominates about 80-90% of the games that I play, my gameplay. And I love the multiplayer and I love Warzone. Now, a few weeks ago, they brought back the Verdansk map, which I'm sure you're all aware of. You can see it there, Verdansk in the background. This was the most popular map. You know, it was what everyone was playing during COVID. They took it away. They brought in some other maps like Caldera, etc. But they've brought it back. And when they brought it back a few weeks ago, they brought back this new game mode. So the normal game mode, as you can see, Battle Royale, 150 players. But this casual mode is 148 players. Now, what that is a mixture of bots and players. Now, this is something Call of Duty has done in the past with DMZ, with the zombie modes, etc. But this is the first time we've seen it with Battle Royale. And from what I've read online, it's 120 bots and 28 real players. So you've got 30 teams of bots and then 7 teams of real players. They've also added a new Warzone bootcamp, which has got bots in it as well. That's quite fun. We played that the other night just to get some XP. That's actually a lot better than what the old practice mode was like. But the casual mode here, I think, is amazing. And there's a few reasons that I'm really enjoying it. Firstly, is that, you know, when you're getting a team of players, a lot of players have different skill levels. And if you don't have everyone who's, you know, at the same level, it can be quite hard to win games. So that's one reason. But I think the other reason that we're enjoying it is because we're always struggling because we don't have quads. Now, if you play Warzone, I'm sure you're aware of this. Now, if you click on Battle Royale, you'll see that it's quads, trios, duos, solos. If you click on Battle Royale casual, it's only quads at the moment. On Resurgence, we've got quads and duos. Now, most of the time when I'm playing with my friends, there's 3 of us. We're looking for trios. But unfortunately, we don't usually get trios. Most of the time you'll see it's like that. You get quads or duos. Maybe like a third of the time we see trios is there. Now, should that be a problem? Well, in theory, no. It shouldn't be a big problem that trios isn't there. But what happens in practice is that quite a lot of the games we go into, we're not given a fourth player, which means that we're in a team of 3 and we're going against lots and lots of other teams of quads of 4 players. So we're a player down. And right away you're up against it because when you've got 3 players against 4 players and you're all fighting at the same time, you're a player down. It's very difficult. And you know, the odds are against you. So it's very difficult to do well in that scenario. You kind of have to hide a bit more, maybe follow the gas a little bit more, etc. But that's quite frustrating. Now, here's the other problem. Half the time you don't get a player. The other half, well, you do get a 4th player. The problem is that 4th player, the 4th player that's added to your trios for a quads game, they don't really play the game. You get a random, and what happens most of the time is they'll mark something up. Half the time they don't land at it, or they'll join you and then they'll go away and they'll open boxes and they'll just do their own thing. So you've got a 4th player, but you don't really have a 4th player. They're just playing their own game. And sometimes you do get someone who's playing the game. They're marking stuff up, they're helping each other, they're playing as a team. But even when players are playing the game, what happens like 99% of the time is that as soon as they die in the game, they leave. They just go. Even though we can buy them back in, they just leave. And then what happens at that point, once they've died, well, you're back down to trios. So now you're at a disadvantage again. And that's, you know, that's one of the reasons why I'm really enjoying the Battle Royale casual mode, because it's less of an issue in this. Now, you can see right there, as I was pointing out there, you know, Here we've only got quads and duos, and right now with Royale Casual, we've only got quads. So that problem of being a player down is something we're still tackling with in the casual mode, but it's less of an issue. It's less of an issue in that mode because, well, you've got 30 teams of bots and 7 real teams of real players, humans. So it's less of an issue because you're not up against it as much. It's you're not fighting it as much. The issue of a fourth player not being provided, that's still there. The issue of a fourth player, a random player coming in and just leaving, doing their own thing, all of that, those problems are still there. But in casual mode, it is less of an issue because it's just not as sweaty. You don't have to, worry about going into any random building and there's someone just, been sitting on a box for 25 minutes just waiting for someone to come through, which is something that happens a lot in the main game. So it's just a more fun game mode, and we've just been loving it because of that. Yes, it's not as advanced, it's not as technical. The player standard is not as good, which is to be as expected. You do still come across some good teams sometimes, but because of that, it's just more fun. You're not leaving the game as early because of it. And this comes down to, well, my final point is that don't let anyone tell you how to play a game. Certainly not when you're our age, when you're in your 40s and 50s, etc. At the end of the day, you play games to have fun. And if you're playing Battle Royale a lot and you're getting these problems where you're getting thrown into teams with randoms or you're going against a lot of sweaty players, then you're dying all the time. If you're getting that all the time and then you go into a casual mode where it's not as advanced and you're having much more fun, we'll do that. That is ultimately why we play games, to have fun. At the end of the day, we're not looking to impress anyone. I'm certainly not looking to impress anyone, to be a top player in the world. I just want to sit back and relax and have a good time. And casual mode is more fun because we're dealing with less of the issues that you see in the main game. And I know a lot of people disagree with that. A lot of people say, well, you're not challenging yourself. You should be trying to get better at the main game. Hey, I'm all for getting better at a game. I'm all for, putting myself against better players, etc. But ultimately, I want to have fun. And that's what I've been having with the casual mode. It's just been a lot of fun recently. You don't have to be on so much, you can kind of sit back and chill a little bit. You can just have a laugh with it. And we have still went into the main game a few times and we've done well. We've hit the top 10 a few times. I don't think we've won one recently. We have obviously in the past, but we just keep gravitating towards the casual mode just because it's just so more chill. It's just so more relaxed, and we've found that we're just enjoying the game more because of it. Anyway, guys, that's my thoughts on the casual mode. I think it's a great game mode. I hope it's here to stay. As I'm sure you're aware, one of the biggest problems with Call of Duty and Warzone is that they change the playlist all the time. And I understand why they have to do that, keep the game fresh, etc. But what frequently happens is they take away a game mode or a map that you really like. So I'm hoping that the casual mode is here to stay. I like the idea of putting bots into games to make games a little bit easier sometimes. But over to you guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. What do you think about casual mode? What do you think about putting some bots into games to just make it a little bit easier? Let me know what you think down in the comment area below. As always, if you've enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, take care.